You should take that. Alright, so welcome to Pope versus, I believe, Asherblower. I'm gonna call him, what's the best P of here? Let's call him Plu. Against Plu. That's the funniest thing in the name. We're OKW versus USF. Instant unlock from Heavy Cavalry. Versus potential ground offensive, Luftwaffe and Overwatch. And Holotnifemo always gives us decent games usually. At least action games, most of the time. Okay, interesting capping order. That's not gonna give him anything for the time being. Usually what you see is a rush to here and then immediate wire off of the screen cover to prevent cutoff and then just sitting there. Okay, I like that sandbag. In case the garrison gets captured. Didn't wire himself in, also nice. So decent enough there. Okay, goes for the munitions straight. Pretty unusual capping order here. Is he pressuring? No, okay, does get the munitions. So these guys are gonna go down here, I imagine. Kübelwagen to cap. Okay, I'm not sold yet, but I'll be interested to see what he's gonna be up to. But also, this is not connected, I want to say. Yes, it's blinking, so it's not connected. So both with a bit of an unusual capping order here. Let's see how that works out. Because generally, it's better to just grab the strategic points early, one after the others in the connected order. That gives you more resources than trying to grab the big points in the short term. And then after that you capture the big points. And then take it from there. So yeah, these riflemen are in a bad spot, but the second squad's coming out to help. Nice quick reposition here. Jumps back in. Will get some flanking shots on this model, I think, but I think most of them are in a decent spot. Decides to soft retreat away to keep that manpower afloat. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, despite the weird capping order, Plu is getting the better of it for now. And these Sturmpires, even though these guys are low, they're probably gonna still wreck. Yep, indeed. But needs to get out of there now. It's not worth for the sticking around for the... Oh, he drops the Vet 1 though. Gets the stun nade off. But if he would have retreated earlier, that would have saved him some munitions there. But maybe he was microing the capping of his Kubu. Yeah, that's always a bad engagement up here, because you get the full 5 riflemen versus that 1 puny window. The 60% garrison bonus doesn't really help you there. Nice flank with the Kubu. Pressure them into reposition and another cover. Opens up the middle for capture. Echelons are happy capping up top. And now's the time for a quick decap of the cutoff. There we go. Words. Words are hard. Nice job there. Kubu doing decent damage here. Forcing people out of cover. Come on. Go for the cutoff. The window has closed. Now, okay, the wire paying off. Denying the heavy cover to these Volksgrenadiers. Kubu crushes that. Nice job. Even though I doubt it was by intent. Okay, so we missed the opportunity for the cutoff, which is a bit sad. But nice job. Grabs the garrison there. Yeah, Kubu's gonna win that, but it's gonna need repairs after. And I believe there are 3 windows on that side. Yes, 4 windows indeed. And I'm not entirely sure if this is 10 range. It doesn't look like it, because these guys are dropping quick. So I think the green cover actually gets denied there. And garrisons always get their cover, no matter the distance, as far as I know. Because it definitely certainly feels like that. And... oh, gets away. Do we get another echelon model? No, okay, it doesn't jump out. Oh, no. Thank you, camera, for showing up that the edge of the map. Nice job. Planting some mines with a rifleman, even that for forward. Beautiful. Seems and counter mines. This is Flanders 1420 all over again. Mines and counter mines.
Ready for orders.
That was probably way too early. 1420, I think. I can't remember when the Dutch war against the Spanish was.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
That is very nice to know. So we do have the battle group headquarters for an immediate flak truck, and that's a very bright ambulance. Interesting. Jesus Christ. Oh no, we have a bugged out rifleman. There's trapped behind the ambulance. I hope he notices. There's a single man going to the front. The fun thing is, if he notices though, I think these guys run up to the other model in like 10 seconds flat. Which is always hilarious. Let's see, 23, so fairly equal resource generation for the moment. Hasn't noticed yet. That guy's still on a one-man mission. Okay, now he notices, I think. Oh, what? And they just teleport. I'm disappointed. I am highly disappointed. Usually they just run up there. God damn it. Relic actually fixed something.
Mechanized flak is ready for action.
How is this possible? Game over now. The bugs are out. No reason to play Code 2 anymore. Okay, takes the high cover positions. Just wants to surprise anything coming his way, but the flak truck says, "It's me! You have no chance here." I didn't want to go full Mario there. But it does have the single bazooka there to keep him away. Kübel, yeah, it's gonna have a nice happy time there. Oh, there we are. Nice hit the mine, in cover. Denies the flank. Nice and quick fallback from the Pope. Yeah, good soft retreats here. Oh, and it's too far up. Armor piercing rounds coming in immediately. Looks like the Kübel went down to the echelon, so it wasn't quite the happy time I imagined. The nice thing about this is... the hell? Something just exploded. The nice thing about this is the flak trigger is 50 cal engagement. The armor piercing is going to shred it. But since 50 cals do not have ground target, you can just pop the smoke, sit in that, and then blast away at the MG with the ground target. It's a neat little trick. But not if the lieutenant sits next to you, targeting, attack, grounding you. Then it's not going to work out for you. Ooh, some solid damage there. 50 cal back into the on the middle. It's fairly quick cooldown, and with 50 munitions, it's not too expensive either. I go to mines. So what was that big explosion? Because the Kübel went down. Like I heard it going down, but then there was a big vehicle explosion after. I don't see a second wreck. So well, maybe it went out of control for like 30 seconds. It wasn't quite that long. Oh, is he gonna ground target that? Anticipating the setup? No. But Pope decides to move away from it, nonetheless. Yeah, those working ideas are not gonna have a great time here. I'm not actually sure if he saw the second squad there. Okay, does pay attention. Should get out of there. Good job. Nice mine sweeping. Sets up in front of the garrison. 50 cal is immediately pinning that down though. Alright, echelons get out of there. Auxiliaries are gonna have a bad time there. Do need to start running soon. No, thanks to the weird angle here and the elevation, it doesn't get the immediately hard damage in that you usually see of it. So even though they were pretty low, they do get away with it. Huh, they actually they got back up again, despite being shelled at the entire time. That's very interesting. Okay, nice job. Uses the MG to cover the flank down there. So Plu, a little bit pushed back. Pope manages to capture all the side territories for now. So looks like we have a decent even game on our hands, which I'm quite happy with. Stand ready indeed. Denies the cap here. Nice play. Steward on the field now. I think 10 minutes is a bit late for a Steward, but it's not the worst option right now. Did we lose our Volksgrenadier? Something? Maybe not. Just seems like awkwardly small there. Looks like both are satisfied with just settling down for the moment. Says thank you for the tank truck up north. Oh, that's always infuriating when like your enemy shoots at you, but you guys are deciding not to shoot back. Okay, does have a nice sandpack to hide behind for the time being against the Steward. Nice attack round and gets the hit. And these Volksgrenadiers didn't take a nick of damage. Okay, they did take a nick, but nothing they can't handle. So yeah, that thing has to repair. He now knows that it's on the field, so no surprise wipe there. Oh, pretty nice. Goes for the pincer movement on the Volksgrenadiers. Good job denying the cover here. And didn't move in with the other squad. That's a problem. So he set that up nicely, but then something else snagged at his attention. I really seem to struggle with my words today. I do apologize. Gets the third squad in there, but that's so much value for like one Volksgrenadier sitting up there occupying half the American army. Oh, but that was heavy damage by the Zook, and get it! A little bit too slow there for a Plu, and now sits on his own mine, so if the Steward decides to move up, that's gonna say bye-bye to the MG there. Nice to see salvage being used. No commander as of yet, by the way. Bit of a float, but maybe he's waiting for this to happen. I imagine an over squad and into P4.
The Americans have cut our supply line.
Damn the Americans! Will we see the Raketen used to try and blow up the wreck here? No, just wants to deny the Steward from advancing. But yeah, the north is back in American hands. Bully to them. And the Stormpires are gonna have a ground on time against the Lieutenant. Might actually the Flakkraftwerk been chipped by the AT gun first here as well. I'm not quite sure. No, it wasn't, because it doesn't have any veterancy. Nice, gets the second Cupid salvage. Lovely to see, he didn't forget about it. I'm already a happy badger. Steward coming back into the mix. Probably gonna see a incendiary here once he focuses his micro back up there. Good stuff. Engagements all over the map. Stretches your own attention and your enemies. For the moment, he stretched his own more than his enemies. Overs, but these guys are in heavy cover. Get the full cap. But he doesn't have no munitions to help himself to any grenades. But they do win out in the end. Well done, Obers. Not something you want to do with like your Obersoldaten taking that much damage, but for now it works out, and he doesn't need those VPs. 399 to 367, pretty even. And there we go. LMG upgrade is completed. So now they can start working on their superiority. Nice. The north just firmly in DaPopeCoH's hand. Oh, will we see the attack rounds? Nice. Just gets snagged by the building. But good attempt nonetheless. Oh, we've got a little flank against the Obers. Probably could have tried to reposition back here. They were all in negative cover. It's basically the Obersoldaten stream. But looks like he was scared of something. Okay, the Panzer IV wreck in the middle finally gets cleared, so no cover for anyone. If I can't have it, you can't neither. The lower sides... Oh no, never mind. It's not exposed because of The good old Panzer quarters. It's always risky to put it out on the map, but god damn it, is it annoying if you can't deal with it. And it's so tasty, it's like one of the big throw enhancers. You're just so likely to throw the game pushing that at the wrong moment. And just paying such a high price for it. Lieutenant doing pretty well here, but needs to start running home. There you go, nice captain flank. Sturm Pioneer's in a pretty good spot to support though. And that's all negative cover, even the Sturm Pioneers will do some decent damage there on mid-range. MG starting to rack up some kills for some veterancy. They do manage to get forwards. ISG now though. That could be tasty. And it was tasty. Okay, there we go. He finally notices. Okay, gets out of there. Actually, American mortar. That's interesting. Now, if you're wondering, first of all, he doesn't have the captain, but also there's an argument to be made that the mortar only costs like 6 population cap. Still pretty decent mortar, like it's similar to the Austria mortar. I'm not quite sure if that got ever patched. So it doesn't eat quite as much pop cap as the pack howitzer, but the pack howitzer is definitely more effective. And it's also cheaper by quite a lot, I think. Yeah, it's only 240 for this mortar. So it's not something you should be able to take into account. Question is, will he get counter batteried, or if is the ISG happy to just pluck away at the poor souls down here? These guys a bit out of position. And here comes the big freedom blob down through the center. But if there's anyone who can take a massive amount of benefit from this house, it's an Obersoldaten squad, because their main DPS just comes from this LMG, and all they need is one window to really mess up your day. Okay, tries to deal with the 50 cal with the ISG, so that opens up the mortar. Okay, the mortar tries to get rid of the house. Squad in the house here. Another push in the north has been foiled. So went down by Pope, so Pope in a better position for now. Oh, these Sturm Pioneers are ever so low. I hope he notices them. They are all hiding behind this little wheelbarrow there, trying to stay alive. I'm actually not quite sure who's gonna win this. Okay, he's going for the nade to turn it into his favor, and he does! And the incendiary actually kills 2 squads. Models. Oh, this is cat and mouse. Was he too greedy? Something's going on in the middle. Panzer IV out on the field, but the Schwere saves the day. As usual, also killing like 2 models. Oh, beautiful opening shot by the Panzer IV. Takes the captain down ever so low, and that might result in a retreat wipe. Not quite quick enough on the reload, but ooh, drops a bazooka here. For plus pleasure to use. But okay, can't pick it up with the Sturm Pioneers. I actually do not know if... I think Obersoldaten do have a second weapon slot. So you could make a little bit of an A-team there. Just LMZ bazooka all around squad. It's probably not the worst squad to pick it up with, but also not the best. How's the ISG performing? Only 2 kills despite constant barrages here. Same with the mortar, but the mortar is closer to Vet 1, and there we go. Speak of the devil. Gets 2 immediate kills to his name. And the ISG with the counter kills, yes. You see, you just have to complain. Oh, never so close to the wipe. So both players here with like some very late decisions on retreating, but so far nobody has been punished for it. By RNGesus. These guys have to start running, because eventually the steward will actually do some damage. Oh my god! I wish my stewards were like that. And looks like he lost line of sight there. No, he didn't. Obers running into mines. That's the last squad you want to have that happen to. And nice accidental shot into the blob by the ISG, trying to push away the MG. Gets away with it. So far it's been ever so close to wipes. Oh my god, there we go. walks back into the barrage. That's the time when you get really annoyed with yourself by walking into barrages you know are happening. Nice little mine there. The bait is strong with this one. Yeah, he's falling soft retreating. Trying to bait him forward. Ah, but there comes the Sturmpires revealing it. So the Panzer IV can advance without peril. Caps with the Steward. I just wanted to say, if he overextends there, the Steward bazooka combo could take that out rather easily. Okay, nice push on the support weapons here. The MG is out of position. Mortar is getting low. Yep, decides to retreat there. ISG opens up on these boys. There we go. Here comes the barrage. Probably back on the MG again. No, actually decides to barrage this one fully. There we go. Cover destroyed. Value gained. I always find the Steward so terribly inconsistent against infantry. It's just not a unit I'm fairly good with. I love it against vehicles, but as a shock vehicle against infantry, I'm never quite too happy with it. Triggers the mine. It's the Panzer IV on the hunt. Looks like he either had some pathing issues there or thought better of it. Looks like these overs are actually not shooting there, which is a bit odd. Oh no, he moves the Steward forward. Must have been a misclick. And Panzer IV says hello from the other side and gets it. Sorry, I can sing that better. Next time I will. I thought of it a little too late. That is one of my favorite things to do in CoH2. Just crashing through some cover and saying surprise. Oh, okay, thinks better of it. Retreats, but that will oh, wow. Wow. I actually don't know if that was the Panzer IV, the ISG. I think it was the ISG from the sound of it. But the Pershing's on the hunt now. Oh, he misses his shot. Takes another, but not really that much damage here. But Freedom is knocking. Gets a nice shot on Raketen. Can he retarget and kill it? That would be pretty huge. Oh, wow. It actually looks like Minesweepers can sweep on retreat. So that doesn't trigger when the Panzer IV goes over it. That was pretty lucky. I actually didn't know that, but I guess I never lost a Minesweeper squad on retreat either to a mine. So it does make sense. I'm just surprised that it works there. Like, ooh, that's a very low building though. Doesn't get a square hit on it, so safe for now. Okay, goes for Jagdpanzer. Interesting choice. It is a beast with veterancy, but without it, oof. When does it get penetration? Everything we're gonna rate of fire. Actually, never. Okay, at 5 only. Oh, beautiful grenade. Even the retreat didn't help. Gets the major, the captain, I think it was. Okay, but the Pershing seems to have, that does have the lowest armor of all the heavies. The high rate of fire does work better than the standard Panzer IV, so looks like he knows what he's doing. So I was surprised, but if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Oh, Pershing just out of line of sight, can't get the shot in there. Do we see the ground target? That's just such a juicy blob for a Pershing though. He doesn't think of it, just rather retreats. Oh, that's always a risky mine there. That's a place where you always end up staying yourself. Okay, pushes forward with the Panzer IV. Tries to push these guys out of position. Pershing's behind the house now, so can't retaliate. Oh, lucky Obersoldaten there, getting away with 3 models. We're gonna dip the angle now, because it's actually heating up here. Pershing has been forced off by the Jagdpanzer, so looks like the Jagdpanzer are actually performing well for once. Looks like we found ourselves a little bit of a Pershing killer in this little vehicle. Because I actually do think, I don't know if the Pershing has like a decently high target size compared to other heavy tanks. So if it does, that might be the reason why the Panzer IV is performing that well. Ooh, nice gun. Was it a grenade assault? No, it wasn't. Just a double nade apparently. Still no commander chosen, by the way, for our boy Plu. OKW usually not necessarily commander dependent, but it's rare that you see them play that well without it. Nice job by the Panzer IV, gets it. But he is a bit low on VPs. 366 to 202. 26 minutes in. And I think we have barely seen any wipes so far. I can't quite I need to figure out how to get into the stat screen from here, but I'm not going to do that now. The wall is bouncing ISG shells here, which is interesting. Pershing back into the field. We're close to another tank for the US of A. But we're also not that far away of another one for the OKW. And I wouldn't hate to see another P4 mixed into this. For that added anti-infantry pressure. What would we have available otherwise? Oh, the good old Tiger tank, which is always a strong pick. I'm kind of feeling like Plu would really benefit from an LEFH right now. That's against the mortar. The MG that apparently went down. And I did miss. Probably went down to these guys on the flank. Oh no! Hit some mine there. Oh no, probably was a snare from the guys who are just running away. But the Pershing is not in a position to follow that up, but might get some treats of his own here. Oh, miss. That's a rare one. But it's still a long way home. Oh! Do manage to get over the hill there. Don't get shot while they're on it. So do get away with one man. Oh no! He knew that was there. He swiped it twice. But he's never gotten rid of it and drives over it. But does get the Panzerfaust then. That was ever so lucky. That Pope cannot follow that up. But I guess he just never realized that it was there and he just always walked past it. So lucky break for him that this wasn't more catastrophical. Catastrophical, that's not a word. Just catastrophic. I think that's all they need to be with this. Okay, looks like we don't need the major model anymore to drop all his abilities. That's a... well, good change for the major. And thanks to the sound effect, you know it's the real deal. It does get one model and forces the reposition, so not too bad. But these Volksgrenadiers just holding the line for the ISG to do something, and the Panzer IV is coming back in. So far it's not quite the manpower drop, the model drop he was hoping for. Oh, that's close! But decides to go for the snares instead. Does he have the munitions? Yes, he does. Wow, he's got plenty of those. Oh, the bazooka is still lying about. That's quite a surprise. But looks like neither player has the weapon slots to pick that up. As of now. Yeah, that's a double bar rifleman. Vet 2 for the America mortar. Versus Vet 2 for the ISG. But only 2 kills for it. So the mortar doing better on the kill count so far. Jesus, that rate of fire. But it just only gets improved acceleration on Vet 1. Jagdpanzer IV finally misses. Now that's the performance we're used to it. Do we have... okay. No Sabo rounds activated yet. There we go. The synchronized shooting here It's been impeccable. They should consider going for the Olympics here, but Pope definitely with a better victory point control in this game so far. Only 158 left for Plu, which if someone could confirm that that's Asher Blower, that would be nice. Because I'm not entirely sure. I can't even remember where I got this from. But anyway, things are heating up in the center again. Ah, massive shots here from the Pershing. And indeed, that is actually the second Panzer IV. I've been neglecting to figure that one out. But Pope with no second vehicle. That either means he can't afford it in the manpower department, has forgotten about it, or he's planning on diving that thing and just rebuilding it. Because at the moment, you still can do it. I have no idea when I patch up. Nice. Booby trap up top, but we need to focus on the middle. Because these panzers are getting low. Jagdpanzer in ambush down now, though. Oh my god, I want to see everything. But I cannot. Jagdpanzer doing really well here. That was a huge shot from Pershing. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. Oh no! What? Oh, nice take aim here. Was it take aim? I think it was. Okay, we're still not walked into there at the moment. So there ends the tail of our... Yes! No! We missed it, but it was only one model. Looks like two, actually. So that was pretty lucky by Pope to not just blow up entirely. Well, but the American AT gun strikes again with the take aim salvo combo. That is not something a Jagdpanzer IV wants to deal with. But it has been performing ever so well against the Pershing so far. Really kept that bad boy in check, but now the tables have turned. Nice incendiary. Okay, it does get out, but the mortar yet again with a beautiful hit. But Plu finally getting the south under control. Panzer IV is looking for a flank opportunity. Gets a very nice shot in there in the middle. And thanks to the pintle mount, can keep pressuring that. But he really needs to decrew this thing, because now it's a terror against all this medium play. Oh no, oh no. Damn you, camera. He can't quite see it. But thanks to turning around the corner, he just might. No. Do we see the ground target? There it comes. Snags the hedge. That was a bit sketchy here for Plu. That could have gone really badly. So the reload time has been increased, and they also chuck now 3 grenades.
300 points remaining.
Kind of surprising, since they're so capitalist. You wouldn't think they would hand out just 3 grenades, because that sounds like communism to me. But it seems to be good enough for the Pershing. Oh, a bit of adventurous here. Really wants to get rid of that mortar, because that has been really nice, and does get it with the ISG finally working up on his name. Oh, he needs to start. He needs to keep moving. Needs to keep moving. Might want to use the combat blitz here. I think the take aim is not in effect. Okay. Okay, here finally comes a second vehicle for Pope. Gets the Jackson out, so I think... I don't know, we have a little bit of a float going on here. Looks like he doesn't quite know what to build. So at this stage, I'd either say get a second Raketen and stall for something bigger like a Panther. Or just straight up go King Tiger. And try to not lose your Panzer IVs until that thing's out. Pope has really not been using the smoke barrage or anything of the like so far. Ah, but the ISG always getting some nice value as soon as these guys move around here. Rebuilds the Jagdpanzer IV. Okay, I like that choice. If he plays conservative with it, he should be fine, but he needs probably like tech for walking Stuka. Really put the pressure on this AT gun. Or he needs to find a good flank with the Obers and just decimate it. We shall see more on the story as it develops. MG has been pretty nice. Only 2 veterans. Oh, that Jackson is alone. Ah, he tries to rush it but misses the first shot. Has to go back. That's unfortunate. MG needs to start running or the Pershing is gonna finish that. He's going in for the flank with the P4, not bad. But thinks better of it. Please finally being really annoyed that he can never get past this point when trying to take the north. So goes for a little bit more of a decisive way of doing things. Yeah, but the Pershing is just gonna happy to see all of these boys. And that's definitely a big gun in his pocket. Yeah, sadly the Jagdpanzer was not there to support them. Oh, but that gets a beautiful pickup on... I think that was the lieutenant that went down. With the double Zooks. Oh, this Vet 3 Panzer IV. It's becoming a proper terror. Oh my god! And Pope not paying attention to his echelons. Too focused up north. Oh, okay, misses the first shot here. Here comes the free nades. Got some nice damage and actually sniped the model that was shooting the Panzerfaust. And I think the problem with Volksgrenadiers is they do not get the second Faust if their model gets sniped by explosives or fire. Grenadier models and other like conscripts, the second model will start throwing them. But I think with Volksgrenadiers there's a pretty good chance that they won't do it. Oh no, he's being greedy here. Does decrew the veterans. Rocket launcher's not in position here though. It's gonna be too late. The second Panzer IV is rolling up. Needs to ground target now. Or lose it. And lost it. Oh no, he got pathing problems. So he couldn't chase. So that was not a worthwhile trade here. And he's rolling in front again. And he's staying. Oh, but the bounce. I was lucky. Pershing coming in to help. But misses the second shot. Woof. That was very sketchy for Blue here. I don't know if he knew where the AT gun was when he walked in here, but then it would probably be better to just drive here and take the ground attack shots. But it's too late now for redemption. Especially after that Panzer IV just murdered 2 infantry squads in the south. It really deserved better than being thrown away into the lines more. But there you have it. Okay, we have some repurchased Rangers. The infantry is still pretty solid here from Pluto. No major wipes so far. I think the rocket launcher got decrewed at some point. Oh, here comes the nade. Is it? Oh, okay, nice, gets it. Ranger nade's always pretty deadly thanks to the low cook-off time. Oh no, he drives forward again. Okay, he's out of line of sight. Very, very nice. Pershing needs to repair. Jackson's back in base repairing. And we're not quite there yet for another vehicle because Plu decided to go for the mechanized regiment headquarters. So we might see this walking Stuka after all, if that's his plan, or he built it for the King Tiger, which would be a pretty far way off. It's not something you want to start stalling for at the 40-minute mark. 150 to 238. Does get the northern cap. Good stuff. Gets all the way to the base here. Nice to see that that's being kept. Lots of players are always like just so afraid to cap these territories. Just because they're that close to the base. I think this one must be the least captured point on this map, or contested one. Probably having some hot contention for that spot for the very northern and southern point. Alright, decides to smoke himself off, which is... Oh no, never mind, that was Plu's smoke barrage. For some reason I thought that was the off-map smoke barrage, but... that doesn't come with the plane! Here come the Volksgrenadiers from the side. Oh, nice shot by the Pershing. Doesn't get a model though. So these guys could soft retreat, but they don't! And they die for it. On Vet 5, they could have soft retreated, heal up out of combat, just dip back behind his cover, but
Command level
ouch.
capabilities ready for deployment.
You do not want to stand in front of a Pershing on that amount of health. Tempting Fate does not work out against heavy in the current meta. Alright, looks like we get another nice booby trap in the middle. Good to see. Actually, do we have... We do have a Minesweeper though. And he might have been spotted doing so. Oh, but that house! Jump! Jump! The ISG's onto you! Looks like the barrage just about ended. Jagdpanzer back on the field. Thanks to the vet, one can just drive around stealthed. Good old closing attack. Oh, nice shot there just before the smoke hit. Goes for the ground target. Both misses. Ranger just deciding to run away. And some slow capping on the map there, so it doesn't go immediately for the victory point. Oh no! That was so lucky. Come on, jump, please! Please! These people have families! 16 kills, they're heroes! Not like this! Not like this! No! You had over a minute to get them out! Oh my god! Please! Did the barrage just end? No, it didn't! Please, no! Oh my god, the luck! I can't take it. No, 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 no! Oh! Oh boy. I don't even know what to put in the letter for their families. High Command just decided to let them die. They must have pissed off the Major General big time. That letter on duty for a month wasn't enough. And they just had to give them the ultimate order to defend that building until it goes down. They didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that.
Double check batteries on that AP mines down.
That must have been like the major brain AFK where he thinks that health is surely still healthy. And I have all the time in the world. Pershing backing up. Vet 3 by the way. Here comes the nade. Okay, no, because they ran out of range. But you could see the little hatch flap up for a second. Very surprised they didn't die yet. Oh, gets one of them. Is he gonna die for that? No, does not. Wouldn't recommend either. Okay, some nice mine play. Probably has been found out. Panther in the build now, not a bad choice. Especially against the Vet 3 Pershings. Probably better than a Panzer 4. It doesn't get like armor upgrades, but... Oh, Jagdpanzer a bit out of position, but it's cloaked for now. And Pershing backing. It's going backwards into the action. Okay, the second Jagdpanzer not quite as effective as his predecessor. Been missing quite a lot here. That's a very low MG, needs to get out of there. Oh no, pack howitzer added to the mix. I was concerned that for a second the ISG got somehow stolen. Oh! Oh boy. Looks like these guys are getting pretty tired. Very promising start, but now both of them just really slacking off here with the micro. And a wonderful M19 lying in wait there. Could pick that up with the Rangers, even if he upgrades them, they still can. They do have another weapon slot for them. Okay, it does get the smoke barrage, but it's just a little too late. Does get away though. But that's gonna be pretty expensive. ISG's on the case of the pack howitzer. Panther actually didn't get hit after this first shot that penetrated. So gets away there. 115 to 146, so Plu finally overtaking Pope on the victory point department. Falls coming up, there they are. Immediate Fallschirmjäger upgrade. Some base inspection by this very lone P4.
Standing by. Send orders.
Interesting choice here. Not something I'd recommend.
They are now at
He does know where the Pershing and the AT gun is, so it's a relatively safe thing, but not the safest thing. Let's get some decent damage on Jackson. Doesn't take too much in return, so it did work out for him. We're pretty low, getting pretty low on capping squads now. There's a lot of weapons that I really want to see picked up. Has this bazooka been picked up? Okay, finally. Yep, by the Sturm Pioneers, not... yeah. I don't know if it would be better to equip it on the Obers or the Sturm Pioneers. Because while Obers do a lot of damage with their standard rifles, I think a Sturm Pioneer would do more. But then again, I don't know. Guess it's a from a certain point of view kind of thing. Oh, gets a nice counter nade. Only takes 1 models in return. Well played. Oh, that would be big to pick that off. Denying the Pershing those precious repairs. Nice. Veterans with 3 Raketenwerfers. These guys can be hell for America to deal with if they do not get the decrew. Does get the south, but still can't pick that up. These guys don't have a... do they? Nope, they could pick up that weapon. Probably should. 75 points left for our American friends. It's looking a bit tough here. Can he pull this back? If the Persian gets some cheeky wipes in, he could be back into this game. Unfortunately, the pack is without veterancy for now. Rifleman doing pretty well against these Volksgrenadiers on long range, but the Panzer IV says nope. Pershing, yeah, just drives up forward north. Yeah, looks like it has to be stationary to throw that mine! Grenade, and there we go! Gets the wipe with the communist nades there. Before the Panther can react to it. That's the kind of pickup he needs. Could get him back into the game. He still has control of the southern VP. Currently getting the northern one. Did the Panther just actually get a main gun shot with a... main gun shot with the main gun, yeah. Good English. But nice position for the pack. Needs to set up. Very nice. Panther's twisting and turning a bit. Pathing is pretty scruffy here. Jackson needs to start backing up out of range. Pershing coming in. Oh, the ISG though. But immediately Vet 2 again for the AT gun. But nice pickup by the with the Panzer IV. Ah, the ISG just being a true bro here to the Panther. Saving the bacon. Kinda surprised he didn't dive that with Jesus, Vet 5 ISG with 23 kills. Holy hell, that thing has been putting in work while we weren't looking. But thanks to the kill on the house and now thanks to the pack wipe, that thing's been just been brutal now. Yeah, it's gonna be deadly accurate now and just rate of fire and everything. It's beautiful. But oh no, gets an engine damage on the M26. The Jagdpanzer IV is feeling a bit frisky here. Trying to push that. Oh no, and the Sherman parked in front of the Raketen. Would look to be such a big play for Pope is turning into disaster. He's trying to stall here, but he's lost most of his infantry now. He also lost the other rifleman squad as well. Does build another Sherman. Yeah, must have been to these guys. No, actually not. They only have 3 kills. Oh, looks like he sent them out like without reinforcing. Maybe something like along those lines. Oh, nice grenade exchange. That should go into the favor of the Rangers here. Keeps control of the north, but lost it south. Turning into a bit of a nail biter, but I think Pope. I don't think he missed his window here by not chasing that Panther down. I know he was afraid of mines and everything, but you could definitely chase up until here, I think, and be relatively safe. Still had the Jackson's backup. Yeah, but now he doesn't have the repairs. He lost the other echelon. Could have tried to crit repair with the Jackson crew, but... Oh, ho, 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 ho. Raketten's on the hunt now. And even though these guys are in low cover... Actually, did we lose them? Oh yeah, we lost them to the Pershing earlier. Never mind. We saw that. Pick it up with the Obersoldaten. They would be just... There's so much shit to pick up. Do it. If you do this, you win the game. That's like... I'm not even saying that terribly unironical. Because then they would just... No matter what he brings on the field... Just totally shred it. Okay, goes for the triple echelon repair in a desperate attempt to get that thing back on the field. Pick it up! Oh, but the triple cap is on. 37, that's about a minute left in the game. ISG has found the repair spot. Oh, he backs into it! Massive damage. And still the engine is damaged. 48 kills though. What did that get shot by? The Jackson from the flank. Misses though. Bounce, miss. We don't have time for the RNG comeback, but we might see another tank go down. And it looks like it's gonna be the Jackson. Oh, ever so low. Nice shot. But I think the Panthers are just gonna clean up house. There we go. Pershing down. The south isn't gonna hold either. And there we go. GG. Well played. That was pretty nice. I dig it. Let's check the stats. And since I think this is going on YouTube, as always, if you have questions about depression or anything like, I'm gonna do some Q&A at some point once I've gathered some infos in the description below. And let's check the stats. Thanks to Pope and Plu for this nice game. Let's see who was the true hero of this game. I'm a bit sad that the first Jagdpanzer went down. But Jagdpanzer seem to be working quite well against Pershings if played correctly. They are pretty squishy for what you get out of them though. Until the veterans see. Yeah, okay, like he kind of fell apart in the latter half of the game. In terms of infantry efficiency. But the army value has stayed pretty solid for both of them. Resource weren't floated too hard. And points went nicely back and forth. Ah, yeah, we just lost all our riflemen at some point. We're kind of slacking. The mortar did really well until it died. That's pretty much how it goes with anything. Oh, the AT gun though, that was really nice. Just so much damage out of it. PackCoH did pretty decent in the end, but seems to have been decrewed pretty quickly. Must have gotten down to the ISG, which got even more veterancy. Jackson did pretty well, nearly on par with the Pershing in terms of vehicle damage, but just couldn't keep it on the field quite as hard as he wanted to. Let's check Blue. Oh, the Jagdpanzer foremost MVP. That's not something you see every day. 12k damage. A meat shield Panzer IV with the number of deaths too. Yeah, and I think just the infantry retention was a lot better from Plu, unless the Pershing had something to say about it and just drives in there and chucks a grenade at some unsuspecting Obersoldaten. So GG, and I'll see you next time.